Alright everyone, Cowboy Trades here, welcome back to the channel for a quick update on Bitcoin and the news. So it really seems like the SEC is currently having a crypto crackdown. Yesterday we covered the news that the SEC was going after Binance and CZ under 13 different securities laws violations, and today they've come out with a back-to-back lawsuit, 2 in a row, and they are now coming after Coinbase, which they are alleging is a unregistered securities exchange which has failed to register the offering and sale of cryptos, and also it failed to register its asset staking program. So just quickly before we dive into what's happening new with Coinbase, obviously, like I said yesterday, we reported on the fact that the SEC was going after Binance and CZ. Now, Gary Gensler also came out with this statement, and yeah, it's not looking good. Gary Gensler over on Twitter stated, through 13 charges, we allege that Xiao and Binance entities engaged in an extensive web of deception, conflicts of interest, lack of disclosure, and calculated evasion of the law. Now, some of you may be new to this news and you might be thinking, well, this news only came out in the past 24 hours. How can we not be new of this news? Well, if you don't remember, we actually covered this on the channel about 3 months ago. The SEC and other government entities have been cracking down on Binance quite hard recently. About 3 months ago, we posted this video where we talked about the fact that the SEC was suing the crypto company Paxos for issuing BUSD. This was back on the 13th of February, and since then we've had further news events such as on the 28th of February where Forbes alleged that Binance was abusing its customer funds and mixing up customer funds with the company's funds, and of course this is one of the reasons why the lawsuit came out yesterday for Binance. Now, there was another Binance lawsuit that came out. This was over on the 3rd of April 2023. The CFTC filed a $1 billion lawsuit against Binance after accusing them of market manipulation, but we haven't heard of anything regarding the SEC, Binance, and crypto in general since round about the 13th of February. So the SEC has been sitting on their hands for almost 4 whole months, and yesterday they came out and said, hey, we're going after Binance, we're going after CZ. Gary Gensler then came out and said there's 13 different charges. This is not just a small allegation, this is absolutely massive. The SEC have been sitting on their hands for 4 months and they are coming out with a calculated attack. There's no way that they're sitting on their hands for 4 months and then they're like, okay, today we'll sue Binance, tomorrow we'll sue Coinbase. This is extremely calculated. So this morning, less than an hour ago, the SEC came out with this press conference release. It basically states what I just summarized for you at the start of the video. Today, the Securities and Exchange Commission charged Coinbase Inc. with operating its crypto asset trading platform as an unregistered national securities exchange, broker, and clearing agency. Coinbase also failed to register the offer and sale of its crypto asset staking as a service program. Coinbase allegedly provides a marketplace and brings together the orders for securities of multiple buyers and sellers using established non-discretionary methods, engages in the business of trading securities, provides facilities for these securities, acts as an intermediary for settling transactions in crypto asset securities. And Gensler basically just doubled down for about the 100th time. We've heard him say this many times, but he's basically stated proof of stake mechanisms are securities. This is not the first time we've heard this. He said it 100 times over. So if you're wondering, if you're thinking of typing in the comment section, is this cryptocurrency a security? Is Solana a security? Is ETH a security? Etc. etc. If you can stake it, then yeah, if it's proof of stake, it's a security according to the SEC. So yeah, just wanted to update you in the news. 2 days back to back, the SEC going after Binance and Coinbase. Do you think they're going to go after anyone tomorrow? I find it quite interesting. I find it interesting to see that they've been sitting on their hands for about 4 months now, and they're coming out with a back-to-back lawsuit. I would not be surprised if this crackdown continues further. And also, wrapping up the news for today, there's a couple of Congress members which have just submitted a letter to the Secretary of the Treasury, that is Janet Yellen, and also the IRS Commissioner. And this letter basically cites the importance of crypto regulation coming sooner rather than later, citing that the crypto industry has been a major source of tax evasion and a significant part of the nation's tax gap. Now, I personally think that's ridiculous, but nonetheless, if you want to read this entire letter, it's up on the screen. Feel free to pause the video. So how is Bitcoin reacting to this? Well, if we come over to the daily time frame, after being down 6% yesterday, we're down another 1% today. You can see if we come over to the 1 hour time frame, this is exactly where the news hit. It looked like we were getting ready to curl back up and break down to the downside anyway, but as soon as the morning came, as you can see, we had that news come out. Now, I'm really not a fan of looking at the 1 hour time frame, but as we are making this video literally within an hour of the news coming out, I do just want to highlight we do have a nasty bear flag, bearish pennant on the 1 hour time frame, and stochastic RSI is looking to curl down. Pair this with the news as well, pair this with the fact that the 4 hour time frame stock has just flipped back bearish again, and everything looks pretty ugly right now. Yesterday we've got a bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame, and in general my thoughts align with the technical analysis that I've been giving you in the past few days. Obviously yesterday we came out and warned you for multiple reasons that Bitcoin is in imminent danger over on the channel. That is still the case. My price targets are still the same in regards to this. We are looking at this diamond top formation as, you know, the most likely price target to hit first. This is down here at 24,500, so really at only $1,000 away, or a 3.4% move. It's looking like this is coming very soon. Now, while we said that the 1 hour stock is turning down, 4 hour stock has just flipped back bearish. Daily stochastic RSI is turning down with lots of room to move to the downside. Weekly stochastic RSI as well is absolutely plummeting right now, and we're coming to this stage where, you know, it looks like, you know, we could be finding a bottom very soon. But I do want to highlight with the stochastic RSI, when you do come down to these final levels, the final range between 20 and 0, you often see these absolutely monumental capitulations. I mean, you can see this one, we just rolled down on an absolute madness. Over here you can see a massive roll down ensued even though we were at this 20 mark. So often what this means for the stochastic RSI is within a month or so we're probably likely to find a local bottom, but within the next month or so we're very likely to get lots of continuation back down. Monthly time frame as well, something that I do want to highlight for the monthly is the stochastic RSI is kind of starting to slip sideways and it's looking pretty bearish. Now while it's turning up, you can see that we actually topped out in April and we've been going down. Well, on the end of April we went down following the wick. In May we capitulated all of May, and in June we've only just started and we've got a nasty bearish candle coming down. So it's looking like the stock could begin to flip bearish very soon. Now in recent trading history you can see that this interestingly actually correlates to a similar fractal that we've got going on in the price action over here. The only difference is right now the stochastic RSI managed to get up to 70, and in this example over here it just hit 80, but what you can see is the price was topping out back in June of 2019, but the stock kept on pushing up in June, it kept on pushing up in July, and it wasn't until the third month that it finally flipped bearish. So could the stochastic RSI this month, on the third month since we've topped out, begin to turn down? Well, that would be indicative, just like in previous examples, that we've got a lot of room to move back down to the downside. So just wanted to give you a quick TA update. Like I said, we made a 10-minute video on this yesterday. We made a 20-minute TA video 2 days ago. So my thoughts in the macro, micro really haven't changed that much. My price targets are still the same, 24,500 in this example on the diamond top formation that we just looked at. We do have a CME gap down here at 24,800, so obviously I guess we would have to fill that one first. Head and Shoulders price targets down at 24,000, huge CME gaps down at 20,300, and Bark patterns down at 19,500. In general, I think momentum is definitely going to take us down to some of these price targets at 25 to 24k in the next few days, at which point in the macro we would have a very important decision to make, because if we start breaking beneath 24,000, we're actually going to break this rising fib channel, we're going to break this trend line of support, and it's not going to look good. Needless to say as well, since the MACD has flipped bearish, we've only broken down 6%. Like we talked about, these weekly MACD crosses are nothing to play with. Previously, these have presented 49, 42, and 56% drops in the market, and we're only down 6%, so I wouldn't be expecting a bounce anytime soon. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Remember, the most important Bitcoin chart is really this resistance that we are getting stuck underneath at 28,000 and this 200-week moving average. If we break and close a weekly candle beneath 26,500, Bitcoin is going to be absolutely screwed, as we will be losing the 200-week moving average as support. Now, in terms of the EMA ribbons as well, bull market support bands, with this capitulation that we're seeing followed by the SEC lawsuits, we are breaking beneath EMA ribbons, bull market support bands, 200-week moving averages, final lines of support. It is not looking good right now, ladies and gentlemen. So for today, that's all I've got. Really keep your eyes on the weekly time frame. If we close beneath 26,500, it is going to be curtains. So I'll leave it here. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. If you did enjoy the video, let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. Share the videos with your friends. if you want more of my posts, and if you want this news in a timely manner, I do share these over on Twitter as soon as I do see them. So follow me over on Twitter at 618_cowboy. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. I'm out. Peace.